Okay, going to take a picture, a little moving pictures of the rod I just finished. It's going to be a special surprise for somebody. You may recognize some of the woodwork on it from our good friend Geppetto in Wisconsin. Anyway, I'm done with the weave, which is coming around right about now. A little JTOB on it. Got a bass jumping through the lily pads. Really a nice project. Came out really nice. Colors are good. Then I added some tinsel up here where I'm going to do a pretty good sized tiger wrap. The tinsel is that starred type tinsel that I like using. I don't know if you can tell it's stars or not. Let's see if out here and a little further out. I'll try taking. I'm back on the surprise rod here again. Taking some more pictures of the weave down in the handle area, and then I'm going to go up and try to get some nice clear pictures of the tiger wrap. Back on the surprise rod again. This started off as part of my experimentation too. It's a gift for someone, but I'm always, anytime I do a rod now, I kind of play around with different techniques or modifying existing techniques. And what I've done with this one is it's back to the tinsel game again. First I wrapped tinsel tape that I found at Bonnie's or Michael's, where you can buy craft supplies, and I wrapped it onto the blank. It came in a 1-inch tape, and I just wrapped it right on the blank like you would, you know, cork tape or something like that. Then I put 3 layers of finish over the top of it, and then I put my first wrap of tiger, which was 4 threads. It was all A thread, a medium green, and a lime green, and 2 other A threads. I sacrificed the 2 other A threads, leaving the medium green and the lime green, and of course a space that you could see through the tinsel. Did my usual burnishing job, and then went ahead and put 3 coats finish on, and then put the upper wrap with 4 A threads again, but this time I only kept a black A thread, and it really came out nice. The problem with some of these experiments like I'm doing like this is the camera's not going to pick up everything as good as it really looks. In this case, what I'm seeing in reality is the colors, the light green and the dark green, floating. It looks like it's floating in the finish. I'm going to try to scan and do some more pictures, go in and out, and then I'm going to also try it in the in a room with no lights, just under existing room light. So here we go. I'm going to do it slow so you can see what pattern there is, if you can see any pattern. It's really hard under these circumstances, and if it were sunny out today, which it's not, it probably would just wash it out completely. But you can personally see it in the sun. It's just a really soft, vague impression you get with these threads, but it is still quite beautiful. Uh-oh, I got hummingbirds flying around my head. I don't know if you could hear that, but I'm out in the yard with the pond and the hummingbird feeders. Also added in the same kind of sequence of JTOBs that I did in the underwrap, or not the underwrap, that I did on the weave, which is basically a 2-thread JTOB, a light green and medium green. So it ties it all in together. Now after I get my final coat of finish on, this has only got the first coat of finish, and I want to cover over the JTOBs a little bit better. It's going to go to Geppetto. And for those of you that don't know who Geppetto is, that's my new nickname for Mark Blabaum, who of course did the wood handles that are on this rod. And they're going to be on a future rod that he probably even forgot he sent me a set of handles many years ago when we first met through a mutual friend. So we did quite a lot of work together, Mark and I, on the Custom for Kids program, and helped a lot of kids out with our donated time and workmanship. Okay, I'm going to go. This plane's drowning me out. I'm going to go into the shade now, not the shade, but in a room. And sometimes you can pick up a little more detail. Okay, here we are again in the room under natural room light, and my tiger wrap that I did on the surprise rod. The colors, I believe, are showing up a little better here. Maybe you're seeing a little more of the iridescent look of the stars that are on the tinsel below. Good shot of the JTOB. I'm going to scan it up the rod here and see if you can pick up some of the patterning I'm talking about. Very, very vague looking, very misty looking. If that's the kind of look you're looking for, I would say this is a good technique. You might also try, those of you that want to do a little more adventuring and testing, I believe that if you were to put a fish sticker on this and then do the open wraps either with or without finish, wow, you should be able to pick up the iridescent look of the tape there. Anyway, you could end up with something that looks like it's underwater. I've done experiments other times with it, and I get really close. This might bring it even closer. I may do some experimenting with that, but my next batch of experiments is going to be with, again, the tinsel, but I'm going to add in the mylar stuff that Harold Dunham in Texas is doing. He showed me some stuff that he did last year at St. Croix, and it was just really, really interesting. And I'm getting some cool results. I found about 4 different types of mylar, so I'll be doing a lot of experimenting. Good to see that some others are trying some stuff. I see that Steve McLeod, very accomplished builder in England, I believe, is doing some work with the tinsel. The more people that get to play with this, the more results we're going to get, because it takes a while to do some of this stuff, especially if you're putting 2 and 3 coats of finish in. So that's it for this rod, and I hope you're getting something out of it.